Hey there people, MyTyme here. NHL Supercard 2K17 is the game, and I've decided that I'm going to do a big montage here rather than a few smaller videos. I'm a little bit tired, apologies, I didn't get to upload much over the weekend. I was busy with work and family stuff and I haven't slept a lot. So I've decided if I do the one video and incorporate everything into it as like a bumper episode, it'll be better than breaking it into 3 or so separate episodes. Now I'm going to go over a few things. We're going to start off here. We'll start off with the recent event. Now I ended up finishing rank 83rd, 9,600 points. So a few things to note. This event did go on for an extra 25-30 hours, however long it was, which has meant that the points required to get the various rewards was obviously greater than they would have been originally. Now some people will have been upset by that. Some people it would have worked in their advantage. For me, I'm not really too sure which way. I mean, I could have got it the other way, I think, and this way just meant I had to play when I was working all Monday, so it kind of didn't really help me. It did mean that I had to get a load more title matches, etc. So have invested a lot more into this event than I initially wanted to. So I'm a bit disappointed from that perspective, but on the claim rewards you will see that I will be getting both of these Clause Giroux cards. So we will come back to that in just a moment. I'm just going to give a quick shout out to those in the leaderboard. I'm not going to mention everyone. I'm just going to go for people that I know who either watched this or who have commented, etc. So Double D, 24,000, congratulations. You've got Edward Leesman there, finishing 4th. Avecchi YT, 17,000, good work, dude. Coming up 6th. We come down TDH 11, Flex Valentino in 13th. You've got, keep going, let's keep, Noah does 2k, 22nd, well done mate, 14,700. Glad to see you get that pro as well as the second single card, so top 25, good work there mate, good work. Scroll down now to top 100, Regional 6 they do, 29th, good to see you still playing again. Woodchopper, as ever, 11,200, continuing in this version as he did in the other. Up near the top, we've got Darren White back in the NWD Dad, 43rd, Ate01, 44, hey, 10,500, glad to see you back playing this game. I know you enjoyed the previous one, good to see you making an effort in the events here. Now we're going to come back down to the top 100, see if there's any other names that I recognise. None that are jumping out at me now. There's myself there, 83rd, but I'm going to show you one thing here, okay? So as we scroll down and we hit the actual top 100 between Van Salvador and Roman, just one point to note here, the difference is 6 points, so that is one match with a hot streak. That's the difference between these two players. So it's basically one game, you could say, is what it's come down to in the end. Now for an event that has gone on for an extra 25-30 hours, however long it was, because of the games, or sorry, let me rephrase that, because of the developers and the programmers' inability to be able to rank people's points correctly, that they decided to extend the event for whatever reason. I don't know why. They could have just corrected the ranking system and carry it running for the normal amount of time. I'm sure people would have preferred that, than the majority of people anyway, than to increase the event time to run into the Tuesday morning from here. It finished at 8 AM Tuesday morning, and as a result you've got this situation. Roman has missed out by 6 points. Now, if I was Roman and I'd spent that much time and effort, and probably money, even if it's not money, it's still been a lot of time and effort to get 9,500 points, to not get the pro card, I would be on to support like mad, complaining. In fact, I would probably do it if I was any of these guys down here somewhere. Maybe if you were falling outside, I'm not too sure what you're looking at, what 110, 120, but I definitely think in any of these places over 9,000 points to come and complain to Cat Daddy and say, hey look, it's not our fault you messed up. I was in a great position to have got the card originally. You have ruined it for me. I spent all this time, all this money. I was unable to play on the Monday, on the Tuesday, and you have basically ruined everything that I did over the weekend because I wanted this pro card and now I can't get it. So I'd either A, want the card so I could get the duplicate, or B, I'd want a refund in whatever credits I'd spent. and I would hammer on hard to them about it. If they didn't do either, that would be me done. Especially from Roman, I'd be out of the game. You wouldn't be seeing me playing this again. For no fault of your own. There's a difference if you were just too lazy and you couldn't be bothered to or whatever, but this isn't a case of not bothering to. This is a case of putting through 9,500 points into something which shouldn't have been that time. It's not like they come and told us, hey, we're going to run this special Rivals Clash for nearly 6 days. No, it was an error on their behalf, and then they just decided to extend it, see if they can milk us for some more money, and guess what? They were successful. So that's a bit of a gripe for me there. Not particularly happy about that, not too amused. But I want to come and claim these rewards, so let's just claim that. Get that Claude Giroux, this is great. This is my first Pro, Event Pro. The card looks boss. Stats are awesome. Obviously, it's going to be my best card by far, but now this is the good bit, okay? This is the exciting part. Now, if we look at my cards and we come into Legendary, you can now see, okay, so I could technically level up the stamp cost a bit more. I've got Patrice Bergeron on there, and I've got these 2 Claude Giroux cards. But I have had 2 pulls, 2 more epic pulls. One in Rivals Clash, or is it Rivals Clash? Yeah, it's called Rivals Clash on this, isn't it? And one just recently, literally just afterwards, and I've gone back into Exhibition just to play a few games, and I got another epic pull. Now both of them were players this time, so after 5 pulls in a row with either enhancements or supports, I got 2 players. Now during the games, we will come back to quick game and show you here. Over the 2,000, I'm nearly at 2,500, about 100 games to go. That will be my second Patrick Hornfist, but I've already got him from a reward before, so I now got my ladder reward of him. And if we come to epics, you will see in a moment that I have 2 Hornfists, so I can finish my season and I can pro him. So that's going to be a pro Claude Giroux, a pro Patrick Hornfist, and also my already pro'd, who is it? It's not, who is it? Stamkos, that's it. So that'll have me basically into Legendary tier, which means I can also get a Legendary freebie in this video once I've played a bit more and trained up some of these cards. Now on top of that, I did pull, one of my pulls was, I think this Martin Hansel, no it wasn't Hansel, it was Headbloom or something. I can't remember, maybe it was Hansel. Anyway, but you might have just noticed there, guys, and I'll make this a little bit easier to do so. PK Subban, he was my most recent pull, okay? Literally just got him, defender, another pro. So suddenly now, I have got 2 epic pros, I will have 2 legendary pros, and I'll be up into that legendary tier. That means I'll be able to play more quick games, get those ladder rewards in for another pro coming up in the near future at the 4,000 odd game mark. I'm going to be able to get more epic pulls, which is going to increase my opportunity of getting more pros for the season. It's going to increase my opportunity of moving into the legendary season, and also I'm going to start getting some of those legendary pulls, trying to get some legendary pros and creating a team for the next road to the Stanley Cup. Now if it's not for the next road to the Stanley Cup, I do well, hopefully the one in a couple of weeks time. So suddenly the team is taking shape. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to, in fact we'll do it now. We will go collect the season rewards quickly, and as you can see in this playoff brackets, I did win the finals. It's a pretty close game between me and Mafta, so congratulations dude for making it to the final. Unlucky, he did wish people luck in, yeah, so good, you know, fair play dude, cheers for the congratulations. Hope you got something good. If you do watch the video, please let me know what you got. For myself though, really happy, managed to get 2 epic cards. Let's see if I can make another pro. So nope, Gabriel Landeskog, something like that, left wing, cool, no problems. Happy to get left wings, happy to get right wings. Hard positions they tend to be to fill. And is it another pro? Yes, Kuznetsov is going to be a pro, so that is awesome. Really good. The team, I've got a cast to train now, it's really starting to shape up. So I'm going to be back in the click of a button to take us to part 2 of this video. And as promised, I am back. So we've just collected all those rewards. We've come up to my cards very quickly. You can see all these combinables with Claude Giroux we can work on. We've got PK Subban, we've got Hornfist, we've got Kuzanov now, and we also have forget Corey Price, but we will work on him in a moment. You see we can pro him as well. So let's get back into that season. Before we join the next season, we can obviously improve this team. So the key that I want to do here is I want to remove some of these cards and just put in anything, because I want to bring out the cards that I'm going to start looking to pro in the near future. So out you come. You can put anyone in within reason, anyone who I won't be proing. So probably a good idea for the moment will be to just come to rare cards, and no, we'll come to common cards. Okay, we'll come to common cards and let's just throw in a few people. So cards that I need, I do not need you for the moment. So is that the Corello? No. Hornfish, yes, we're going to need you. Cromwell, no. Kimber, no. Hansel, no. And it should be yes for Subban. Okay, so I think that's everything that I need for the time being. Now let's come and train a card. Now somebody did actually ask me in one of my videos what you have to do, so I will give you an example here with this PK Subban. What you do is you train a card all the way up, as you can see here, to its max level. So for this example, depending on the level of the card, it will be 15 out of 15, 20 out of 20, and you do so by clicking on the card, clicking on train, and then you can scroll through whatever card you want to pick and you can throw cards away. So for this example, I click here, I click Jack Eichel and say Valtteri Flipper. Click train, and the cards will be gone for good, and the level of my PK Subban will increase. Once it's all the way up to level 20, that is when you want to click combine, and both cards will be melded together, and you'll get a little gold crown up here which says it's been done perfectly, and then that will be an enhanced version of that card. Okay, so that's the basics. Now I'm going to show you a little tip at this point for when it comes to proing cards. So first of all, two cards here, both definitely on the 15 out of 15. I click combine, it says you can use it, we click yes, here we go, cards go together, gold crown. So this Carey Price now is down to 0 out of 20 again, so it could be leveled up again. His stats were greater than they were as individual cards, and now we can level them up even more. So that is the card pro'd. He just needs to be trained out more. So here what I'm going to do is show you a little tip for those of you maybe who don't play the game as much, can't get through thousands of games, and find it takes you a long time to train up your cards. So I've got two identical cards here, okay, so Claude Giroux, just so we can have a fair comparison. And I'm now going to pick a few cards of the same ranking. So here we go. We've got Francois Bochamim. Ah, solid. Francois Beau. Okay, so we've got 4 of him. Now, to make this fair, what I'm going to do is I am going to pro one of these cards, and I'm going to keep the other 2 as singles, and I'm going to put both cards into each of my Claude Giroux, and then we're going to see how much XP gain the card gets. So I'm going to tell you before doing it, the best thing to do is to pro a card and then train it away, because you're going to get more XP than training the 2 cards away individually. Now, although the card was done as a silver star, I can promise you that you get more XP. So we're going to take the first Claude here and we're going to go to train. So we will look for those cards. Here we've got the first one. Let's come down and see if we can find the next 2. Okay, so the only 2 cards we're going to use are the 2 single Francois here. So we click on train, we watch, they both go into my Claude Giroux, and he is now 2 out of 20 in terms of level, and he's just on the cusp there of the 2 of the 20, just past the slash line. So let's compare that to the XP the card gets when we feed the Silver Star Pro. Now it's silver, not a gold crown, because it means he hasn't been fully leveled out to the max before he was pro'd, but that's fine. We're just going to see the increase in XP this card gives as a pro rather than its two single forms. So we click train, and as you can see, he is completely past the 20 and working its way up towards the full part of the card. So it might not look like a huge increase, but if you are to go through and pick cards which you don't need and constantly combine them all when you're coming to feed cards away, so when your, say, card catalogue trains up, you just take the minute or two to go through and just make sure you combine all the commons, uncommons, rares, even super rares if you're not using them. Whatever card you're not using that you've got duplicates, you can combine them all together before training them into whatever card you're going to feed, and you will get more XP for the same number of cards. So say for example, if you're putting in 50 cards as singles or 25 cards as pros, you're going to get far more XP from the 25 cards as pros than the 50 singles, although the exact same number of cards in total are being sacrificed. So I'm not going to obviously do all of these, I'm just kind of showing you as an idea of what would happen. Then you go into train, and you obviously pick out your cards and start just throwing all your cards in, and you'll make your cards level up quicker. Now I will probably bother to do this for the time being because I do have a lot of cards to train up, so the greater XP that I can get in a period of time, the better. When I was doing the Rivals Clash, I wasn't so worried. I wanted to save time, so I was just throwing my cards into cards and training them up that way, because there was plenty of fodder from the event. I didn't need to worry about training them first and combining them. I just got rid of the cards. So that is where we're at. So what I think I will do now is I will come out, I'm going to go away, train these cards up, start to pro them, and then put myself into what will hopefully be legendary tier. Once we hit legendary tier, I will come back, we'll get that freebie, and then we'll probably bring the episode to a close. So I'm going to go back to the, in fact I'll cut it out from here. Hopefully I'll get this done in the next, pretty soon, so this video can get up before the next event and everything comes out. But if I don't, very sorry, this could take a while for me to get into legendary tier. I might not pro all these cards, okay? So for example, I might just pro one or two of them just to get into legendary tier, and then I have to worry about doing all the others later on. So the next season as well might not start for a day or so, but I'll keep you posted. So I'm going to cut off here, and I'll be back once you can see a legendary tier exhibition deck in my, I was going to say in my hands, but on my screen. So see you shortly. Okay, and again like magic, we are in legendary tier. So made it in the end. Pro'd up Claude, pro'd up Subban, and also pro'd up Hornfist, and there we go. So got enough just to get some legendary. Obviously these cards aren't fully leveled out, as you can see here. I won't show his full stats yet because only 7 out of 25. We will come on to putting enhancements on players, etc. in a future video. But for the moment, this was just to get me into legendary tier. I will want to max these cards out as quickly as possible to try and push me up into legendary plus, to increase those epics and legendary pulls that I get to further improve the deck. But let's go and play a game. I have a few matches saved, picks even saved up. So hopefully, excuse me, we will get that pick in this go. I think I'll have about, not sure, maybe 18 at the end of this, something like that. So I'm not too worried about winning. Obviously it is better to win because I'd rather get more picks, but win-loss ratio, once I lost that first game, not so worried anymore. Just see if I can get myself maximum picks or not. Nope, we're not going to get maximum picks, but we will win the game. So there we go, 4-3. Let's see what we get for that legendary card. Now there isn't really anything I'm particularly after, just a legendary card. I mean, even if I got support, I wouldn't be too upset at this moment in time. So let's see what we're going to get. I've got that one one single, obviously after Pro and Stamkos. So who is it again? I can't even remember who my. I just used them. Who was it? Patrick Sharp. Is it Patrick Sharp I got? We'll find out anyway. Well, we're going to get the card. Eventually, there we go. Oh, what a. This is just a joke, isn't it? Complete and utter Diet Coke. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Sorry, Bergeron. So I would have quite a bit enjoyed, been really happy with Patrice Bergeron, but another Steven Stamkos, great, a single. Now, unfortunately for the time being, yes, he will improve my season, but tickle me pink. I wanted to get something new. Alright, okay, with that said for now, have I got anything that I'm going to be proing up anytime soon? Let's have a quick look and then we're going to go and start that next season. Okay, Eugenie, so we'll work on you, we'll keep you out of the season. Let's just see where the autofill gets us before we end this episode. And this autofill is pathetic, so I will come and make my own team up in the near future. Well, thank you for watching me, people. What a bugger that was to end with that dupe. Jesus. Yeah, with that said, we've still got another 2 hours for this event to finish, and hopefully the new event will be up. So I'll be over on a new episode shortly to show you what the next event is going to be, and hopefully we'll see in my season if I can make it into Legendary Tier or not. I shouldn't be able to just yet, but we'll see. And we will be back, obviously, with those next rewards incoming. So thank you for watching, people. Take care. See you all soon.